Morning guys, so this video is to talk about the first book I ever wrote, White Ghost and the Poison Arrow. It's about a young Native American girl called Arella. She is living in a tribe in Native America, but she's different from the other people that live in her tribe. They all have lovely red-brown skin and dark hair, and Arella is pale white with silvery hair and bright purple eyes. I guess you could say she was an albino of Native Americans. But the other members of the tribe don't see this, they just see her as different, and different is feared, different is shunned, they don't like it. So Arella is treated differently from the other members of the tribe. She is she's an outcast, essentially. They don't like her, they won't let her do the things that the other members of the tribe do. They push her to the bottom of the pile, she doesn't get involved in anything, they'd rather she stayed away from everything. They think that if anything in the tribe goes wrong, it is all her fault. They want rid of her, but they don't know how to get rid of her, and Arella wants out as well. She doesn't like it there, she doesn't know where she belongs. She definitely doesn't belong there because they don't like her, and she doesn't feel safe, she doesn't feel happy. She doesn't have any friends, they don't talk to her, so she wants to leave. But being only 14 years old, it's quite difficult for her to leave. She doesn't know what to do outside of the tribe. She doesn't really know how to look after herself. She's taught herself a few bits, a couple of bits about foraging and a little bit, making fires and things, but she's not confident enough to leave the tribe on her own. Now, Arella was born from, it explains it a little bit more in the book, but an invader tribe invaded Arella's tribe, and then Arella was conceived. Her mother died in childbirth, and she was taken on by another member of the tribe who recently lost a child. She brought her up for, I think it was 10 years, I said in the book, I'm sure it was 10 years, and then she unfortunately died, and so Arella was left on her own for the last 4 years, which was difficult, which made things obviously even harder because then she had nobody to talk to. Sorry. So Arella eventually leaves the tribe and she goes off into the forest where she feels comfortable. In the forest, she sees a group of young men, and they are practicing fighting. And she gets very she gets very interested in this group of young men. One of them in particular, he has bright green eyes. Now, Arella really notices these eyes and she gets hooked on them. And yeah, she really focuses on this one character, Nashoba. Basically, the rest of the book is about Arella's troubles when she's in the forest, what she comes up against, what she does. She starts finding animals in the forest with arrows in them, and when she inspects them more, she finds that the arrows have been poisoned. Now, she has to end the lives of these animals, which she doesn't like doing because it's upsetting the balance. There's no reason for these animals to die. She's not going to eat them. She's not going to do anything with the furs. It's just going to be a waste. So she doesn't exactly like it. But she has to end their lives to stop them suffering. So she decides, along with a companion that she finds along the way, Masker. Won't tell you any more about that because it's a really good scene in the book where she comes across Masker. She decides along with him that she is going to find out who it is that is poisoning the arrows and killing all of these animals for no reason, and she's going to stop them. And she does. She finds out who it is. I'm not going to tell you any more than that. It's quite interesting. It's towards the end of the book. I enjoyed writing those scenes. Yeah. I really like Native American culture, and I've tried to put as much of it in as true to life as I possibly could. I've done a lot of research on this to try and find the right the right information to make it as factually correct as I can, with it still being fantasy stories. There's still my made-up characters in there. Sorry, I've got a cough. You have to excuse me. I guess it's for a young adult audience. I mean, I like books like The Hunger Games and Harry Potter and Twilight and Maze Runner, series like that. So it's sort of based for that sort of age group, 14 plus. It's an adventure story, it's an action story, it's a fantasy story. I really enjoyed writing it, and I am now on writing book number 2, White Ghost and the Red Wolf. There will then be a third book on top of that one and a spin-off series. So I'm really enjoying writing them. I'm hoping to have book number 2 out by Christmas, but don't quote me on that one. It depends how well it goes. I'm about halfway through writing it now. I'll let you know how that goes. I will keep you updated. If you want to know any more information about White Ghost and the Poison Arrow, you can email me, message me on Twitter, message me on Facebook. I will leave all of the links down below. Like, subscribe, send this on to other people if you think they might be interested in White Ghost and the Poison Arrow. And yeah, so I guess this is probably the end of the video. A little bit of a short one. Not much more I can tell you without putting spoilers into the book. So I guess I'll say goodbye, and you'll see another video from me pretty soon.